So we got the grinder out and ground this bolt off, which I'm not happy about, but that's life, it's off. Water pump's right there. We got 3 E14s. They're torqued on there pretty tough. We're going to go ahead and pull that out, and we can obviously get pretty good access here, so this isn't that bad of a job so far. Hopefully I'm not hexing myself. So we'll pull the water pump out and see what it looks like on the inside. So I would say it's definitely the water pump. We got the water pump out, pulled those few star bolts out, and then water pumps making all sorts of stops and hiccups and all sorts of noise, especially when you're bouncing it off the fender. So it's rough and torn up. So that water pump's going, and then we're going to replace the timing belt while we're in here. It looks like somebody was already in here, obviously, and marked the timing belt and replaced it, but might as well go ahead and do it. We got 172,000 miles on it, and it's not too expensive. That whole kit, I see that whole kit online for about 90 bucks, which is surprisingly inexpensive. And even though you're talking to the one-handed mechanic here, this took me about 2.5 hours at this point because I'm a gimp. But this should only have been about a 45-minute job to this point. So just to kind of recap, we pulled out the air box. We took off one connection, one electronic connection right here, one electronic connection right here, the several star bolts and T-bolts that come out of the star bolts that come out of here to hold this electronics little thing in place, and then the cover. This was a problem because we lost the bolt and stripped the bolt, but that's okay now. And it looks like the tensioner, I think that's the tensioner there, we'll replace that, and hopefully we don't have to take the crank pulley off to get the timing belt back in place, but I'll do a little research on that and we'll know once I get parts. So I'm going to go to AutoZone and do borrow the part tool to hold the dual overhead cam in place, so we're in the right place for these and not slipping off of the gears. You can see somebody marked these with some white out last time they were in here, which is helpful. But there's the mark there, and there's the mark it should be on, and same thing here and there. So we'll get these in place, we'll lock them down, and hopefully this thing starts and it's nice and quiet and doesn't leak water.